Hi guys, hope you're well. How is everybody? Thought I'd just do a quick little live. If you can hear me, let me know. I've got the iPad going so I know whether you're feeding or not, because I can read the comments over here. So if you can hear me, give me the thumbs up. If you can't hear me, give me the thumbs down. But just let me know if you can hear me, whether the picture's good, because I'm on 4G on the camera and Wi-Fi on the laptop or iPad, because the internet in the garage or workshop won't keep up. So let me know. What I'm going to do is I'll put the camera down and show you. This bowl I turned about 8 months ago, and it's had 8 months to dry. It's been sat in its own shavings for about 8 months, so I just really want to get it finished off. It's a little bit eccentric, but not majorly. So I'm going to clean the outside up, and then we will do the inside. Hiya Danny, how you doing? Thank you very much. Glad you can hear. Welcome to the channel. I think this is the first time you've been on the channel or joined us, so welcome. And I take it you said morning, so I take it you're in America, is that correct? So anyway, what I'm going to do is I'm going to just clean the outside up, true the outside up, and then we'll get it sanded, sealed, sanded perfectly, finished on the outside, and then we'll finish the inside. So I may have to move the camera a couple of times, but we'll see how we go. So we have in the chat, we have Danny. Yes, nice to see you, Danny. And we have Duncan as well. So afternoon, Duncan, hope you're well. So I'm going to do this, talk amongst yourselves, and then I'll do a bit and I'll come back, and if you've got any questions you want to ask me, I'll be more than happy to answer them. So let's just get a bit of this done, and then we'll come back. Hi Doug, how you doing? So what I've just done is I've just cleaned up that edge to it was a little bit eccentric. So I'll just give it a bit of a sand over. She's a little bit pucky where the wood's not perfect. So I'm just going to give it a bit of a sand over with the bowl sander, and then we can get some sand and sealer on her. So I'm going to take it from 60 grit up to 400. So who we got in here? So we have Doug, Danny, Duncan, and Woodworking 2020. No, 227. Hi guys, hope you're all well. Obviously a lot of you guys are from the States. Oh, hi Woody. A lot of you guys are from the States, so it's still early morning for you guys. So I appreciate you popping over. Has anybody got any questions that they want me to ask? That obviously once I do my videos you don't really get a chance to ask them. If you have, then you know, feel free. I don't mind. I'll tell you whatever you want to know. So what I'm going to do now is I've got this sanded up to hiya Wayne, how you doing sir? Hope you're well. I've now got this sanded up to 400 grit. So I'm going to give it a coat of sand and sealer, and then we can give it a coat of Yorkshire. Excuse me. Give it a coat of Yorkshire grit. What's my day job? I run, or I own, a small building company. I'm a sole trader, to be honest, but I sub out most of the time. So my main job is carpentry, first and second fixing. So that can be anything from stud work to putting roofs on, to doing finished doors, cupboards, cabinet making, anything like that. But I do actually do any part of building work there is. So I've built extensions, I've re-roofed houses, kitchens, bathrooms, central heating systems, anything to do with properties, I do basically. So that's my day job. Not what I trained to do. I trained, when I left school, I trained to be a mechanic. I'd done my apprenticeship for 3 years. I did a year and a half with Ford, and then I did a year and a half with another garage group called Lucas Auto Centre at the time. Don't know if you know of those or heard of those. So that was what I trained to do. Then once I trained that, didn't like it. So I decided to go into factory engineering, which is what I did. And I spent several years working for barrel pen manufacturers, which is the pen people. Oops. And then I went and worked for Campbell's Soup, and I worked for those for 9 years. So once I worked for those, I then decided that I had enough of the engineering game, and that's when I decided to go, let's put the camera up. That's when I decided to go into the building trade. I was offered redundancy at Campbell's, which is what I took. Me and my dad done insurance work, which taught me a lot. And then basically went off on my own and decided to do my own thing. Don't get me wrong, I started self-employed in 2004. Really hard work for the first 2 years, really hard work, struggling to find work, and insurance work was really good, but the guy who we subbed out to was a bit of a non-payer. So after owing me a few £1,000s, I decided to cut my loss and go on my own. So that's what I did. Like I say, the first couple of years was really hard, but once I got my name about and the reputation, and I had the attitude where I wouldn't say no to any job. Whatever I was asked to do, I would do, and I'd research on the internet and learn how to do it, or ask people how to do it. So that's how I learned, really. So yes, so I've been going now 15 years as self-employed, and really do enjoy it. But I'm lucky now because I've got quite a few people. Well, I've got a guy I contract out to most of the time, and obviously my own work. So it's good. It's a good living, but you have to be disciplined of getting your ass out of bed and going to work, for sure. So, I'm just going to read the chat and then I'll be back. Hi, Adi. So we've got Glyn. Hi, you Glyn. Thanks, guys, for coming over. I know I've been away from the media side for a couple of weeks, but work has been so manic to try and get everything done before Christmas. It's just been hard to get everything, and to be honest, when I've come home from work, I'm just absolutely shattered. So I haven't bothered getting on social media. So I do apologise, I've been off of social media, but that's the reason being. But I'm hoping over the Christmas period I can do a few lives and get back into it like we was before. So well, I'm going to put you back on this, and you can't really see the back really, but what I'm doing at the moment, I'm sand and sealing it. I'll give it a first coat of sand and seal. I'm now going to Scotch Brite it, and then I'm going to give it some Yorkshire grit to finish it, and then we'll get the shine on it. What's everybody up to today? I know it's near Christmas. Are we doing a last minute shopping, no doubt? Oh, 80. Hope he's okay, little one. Nothing serious, I hope. Or has he just got the bug that everybody else has got? Right, so give it a coat of Yorkshire grit. Seems you're in the audience, Glyn. Yorkshire grit. Right. Is that better, Glyn? Sorry, mate, I'm more new to this. You can't really see the back at the moment, really. Let me just see if I can spin the lathe around a little bit just so you can see. You can't really see the back, that's the trouble. And if I move the camera, I'm frightened I'm going to lose the signal. But get this, just get this back finished, and then you'll be able to see what I'm doing. Right, so I'm just going to give that a coat of Hampshire Sheen's High Gloss, just to finish it off really. And then we can get on with the middle. Like I say, this bowl blank I started must be 6-7 months ago. I bought some blanks from a local guy who is a bit of a tree surgeon, and I knew they'd only been cut about 10 months, so I knew they was going to be wet inside. So I turned it to a rough bowl and left it about 1 inch thick, and then I wrapped it all in its own shavings. And this was April, May time, and it's been sat in the warm workshop all that time, and it got a little bit out of shape, but not a major amount. So I thought I'd just get it on the lathe and clean it up, and it's lost quite a lot of weight. I weighed it when I first done it, and it's lost nearly 1/3 of its weight, so I'm hoping it's dry enough to finish now. Right, so that'll do for that. So what we'll do now is we will get this inside turned out a bit. We don't want to go much deeper, we just need to take the sides out. So let's get on with that. I need to move you guys, if not you ain't going to be able to see. You're going to fly now, folks. So hopefully you won't jump about too much when I'm turning it out. Is that good enough view for you? What's the wood I'm using? I couldn't tell you is the answer. I honestly don't know. It smells a bit like the zebra wood, but what it is I do not know. If anybody knows in the chat, that'd be great. Because I am unsure. He just sold them to me. He sold me 6 blanks, and he just basically, I don't know. So I don't honestly don't know what the wood is. So if it starts jumping about too much, let me know, and then we'll move it. Right, I think that's as deep as we're going to go. Got about just over a quarter of an inch at the bottom, and the sides are about the same, so I think that's about as deep as I'm going to go, because I think it still might be a little bit damp in places, because you can feel the moistness on the shavings as they're hitting out. Moistness, is that a word? Moistness, what a word. So anyway, what I'll do is I'll sand it up. I've got more messages and phone calls since I've been live than I've had in the last 2 weeks. Right, I'm just going to quickly read the chat and then I'll come back. So what we got? Yeah, Mike, I'm unsure what wood it is, to be honest. It is quite a dark wood actually, and like I say, it's got this, it's that light patch in there. And I'll just show you another one I turned. I started to turn. I'll show you the bottom, and that may help you. This is one I started the other day. I've got my tape on there to show me where my number 1 drawer is. That's the only reason the tape's on there for. But exactly the same piece, well, exactly the same sort of wood. But I quite like how it's got these big white patches in it. So if anybody knows what it is, then a bit like the zebra wood. So if that gives anybody a clue, then like I say, I'm really grateful if anybody can tell me exactly what it is. So right, let's get this sanded up. The sand through from 80 grit up to 400. Then we'll sand and seal it, Yorkshire grit it, then finish it. Still a little bit damp in places, I think. But I'm going to finish it anyway. And see what happens. If worst comes to worst, I can always put it back and just go over it again. It's not a major issue, is it? Right, so sand and sealer. Definitely got a nice grain in it, whatever it is. So you guys are saying it could be, let's have a look, beechwood. Like I say, I don't know, because I'm not au fait with my woods, which I know is a bit bad seeing as I do a lot of carpentry. But most of the stuff we use is mahogany, oak, walnut and pine. So they're the most things we use. So so you guys saying, somebody said it may be elm, but then Wayne said it doesn't look like elm, and then Mike has said it's got some of the colouring of elm. So I don't know. I am open to suggestions. So you guys who have been turning a lot longer than I have know a lot more than I do. So I'm gonna let you guys fight it out between you, basically. So right, so we'll let that dry a little bit. I might give that 2 coats because that's a little bit, there's a little bit, don't know, like I say, I still think it's a little bit damp really. So we'll see what happens. So what's everybody up to today? Anybody doing any shows or craft fairs, Christmas fairs? Obviously this is the last weekend between now and Christmas, so anybody doing any fairs? Beech is also similar to colour and nothing to gauge from grain pattern. I lost it now. Grain pattern and pour size will help narrow the field. Well, like I say, Mike, I am none the wiser, to be honest. So whatever it is, it's got absolutely stunning patterns in it. Beautiful. So let's get, I think I'm going to just sand that down rather than Scotch-Brite, because it's still a little bit furry in places. I may just give that another coat of sand and sealer. quite warm in here, so that should dry pretty quick. Let's move the camera a little bit. There you go, it's a bit better. Just a little bit there. So that's the way the grain is. Oh, it's just a little bit fluffy. But that'll be okay. Time we get it sanded up. And I see Woody put on here that this was a bit better than shopping. I agree with that, Woody, for sure. I was lucky I did mine. I got dragged last weekend out shopping, so this weekend is free. Yay! I hate shopping. I really do hate shopping. That's what the internet was invented for, wasn't it? That's what I was told. Right, so now for a bit of the Yorkshire grit. Right, that's the Yorkshire grit coated. So I think we'll just give a coat of Hampshire sheen again, just to finish it off. I think we'll be good. What just a question for you guys out in the chat. What is your favourite finish? I fluctuate between Hampshire Sheen's high gloss wax, which is and Chestnut's friction polish. So what do you guys use to finish your work? Be a nice question to find out, because everybody's got their own individual preferences. I suppose it depends on what the piece is going to be used for, but it'd be interesting to find out. So if you could let me know, that'd be nice. If you're still awake, that is. Polyethylene. Is that the spray or the wipe on stuff like this? Is that a wax, a spray, lacquer sort of thing, or? I'm going to let that soak in for a few minutes, and then we'll polish that off. Right, I'm just going to move the camera back over to the stand. You don't need to be that close now. Just unplug it. God, that's frightening. So plug you back in so you don't run out of charge. So we have got, so Danny likes using a polyethylene, and it is a spray can. And then Mike said he likes to use shine juice, which I have had a go at making the shine juice. This one here, I haven't used it a lot though, that's the trouble. The jobs I've been doing, I know it's only got a certain life on it, and then jobs I know I've been doing, I really haven't had a chance to try it out, so I know I should do really. But the trouble is, there's so many different types of finish. Everybody likes something different. I mean, I've got seven different finishes up here, but I only really ever use the high gloss wax from Hampshire Sheen or the friction polish. If I'm doing resin work, then I'll use the burnishing cream, because with the burnishing cream you get a really nice deep glossy shine with the burnishing cream, because it's more like a it's like a tea-cut for when you polish your cars. So it's got like a cut and a polishing paste in it as well, and it comes up really well. If you've seen my pumpkin bowl that I did, I finished that with burnishing cream, and it came up such a perfect shine on it. It looks like a piece of glass, and it did come out really well. So I use burnishing cream when I'm doing resin, and then Hampshire Sheen finishing wax and friction polish if I'm doing wood finishes. But I have just bought some food safe finish for my sister-in-law wants a fruit bowl, so I'm going to make her a fruit bowl eventually, and I've obviously got that to put on the fruit bowl because of food. So because I don't know whether you can put Hampshire Sheen, whether Hampshire Sheen is food safe or not, so I don't know. So right, this has had 2 or 3 minutes of soak now. Should leave a bit longer really, but we'll polish it off. I'll just push the camera down and then we'll polish it off. Right, so there we go, nice and shiny. Mike, I'm almost sure Glyn was on her a little while ago. I don't know if he's still on there or not, but I'm almost sure you can buy Yorkshire grit in Canada. I don't know if you go onto the Yorkshire grit website, whether they'll give you Canadian suppliers or not. But if not, if you message me, I'll message Glyn and ask Glyn if they've got. Oh yes, there we go. There you go. There's the Yorkshire grit man. So yes, you can get Yorkshire. I thought you could get it in the Canada, but I wasn't quite sure. So yeah, you now know where to get it from. Hampshire sheen though, I'm unsure. I don't know if you can get that in the States or not. I'm not sure. But obviously, if you want it, I'm unsure about Hampshire Sheen's products, but if you message Hampshire Sheen or Martin Sabin Smith, then I'm sure he'll tell you where you can get it from in Canada. So let's get this out. So there we go. I've just got a little bit of sanding to do on the bottom here, which I'll do with the orbital sander just to finish that off. But other than that, there is. So is there any suggestions of what wood it is? Now you guys can see a bit closer. Let's get a bit closer. Can you see that? So have you got any suggestions what wood this may be? Like I said, I just got this bit here. I'm just going to do that with the orbital sander when I finish the live. And then she'll be finished. Like I said, it's a lot like it was when I first turned it, that's for sure. So I'm pretty sure. All right. Thank you very much, Doug. Oh, Danny, sorry. Small print, big print. So, any suggestions what the wood could be, folks? Fogwood, found on the ground. Very good, Doug. Is always one. So I'm going to chat. Looks a bit like walnut, but it isn't. Thank you, Glyn. It's very that's a very constructive criticism. Thank you very much. So anyway, that's the project. Well, not a project. Just wanted to get this finished, really. Like I say, turned at the beginning of the year. It's been drying ever since. I've got another one in the process of being done again. I thought that one was dry, but as I was turning it, it was wet in the centre. That's why the bottom is finished on it, because I thought it was all dry. But this one is now finished. I'll just, like I say, clean this bottom up and then she'll be done. So have you guys got any questions for me before I go? I'm hoping to do a few more lives during the Christmas period, as I'm off for 2 weeks. Don't go back to the 6th of January, which is really, really nice. Obviously Christmas Day I'll be out. You know, you've got to spend it with the family and all this, that and the other. So if you guys want to see me do a few more lives, then let me know, because I don't mind. They'll only be small projects. Obviously I don't want to be on the World Wide Web for hours on end. So they'll only be small projects, but I've got a few little projects I've got in the pipeline, so I'm quite happy to do those live if you boys want me to, or you guys, boys and girls, want to see me do a few lives. So, but if there's no questions, oh, here we go. Come up to Yorkshire Grit HQ and do a live from here. It's very tempting, Glyn. It's very tempting. Yeah, it is very tempting. I'd love to get back up to Yorkshire Grit HQ. Really good day. Really, really good day. Really enjoyed being with you folks, you guys. But I have loads to do. I'm trying to upgrade the workshop a little bit to give me a bit more storage. Because I do so much different stuff on the engineering side and the building side and the wood, I've got just stuff stacked everywhere. Well, what I'll do is I'll turn the camera around and show you. So all this stuff on this shelf in here has got to be sorted and stored in the storeroom out the back, because I need to get my CNC and engraver on that shelf somewhere so I can get my workshop back or get my bench back, because at the moment the laptop and the CNC is taking up the bench in the other bit of the workshop, so I need that bit of space back. So that's all got to be sorted, which I've then got to put into the store out the back, which is behind me. This is the store behind me. I've managed to clear some shelving by getting rid of a load of crap, basically, and stuff that hasn't been touched for years. But I just need to update the shelving a little bit, because obviously this metal rack and stuff only comes with 12mm thin boarding, and the weight of all that stuff there is just going to push it through. So my plan is to make some new shelves out of some 3/4 MDF or floorboarding and whatever I decide to get, and then that lot moved out there. CNC cabinet made for the CNC with extraction, because obviously when you're lasering, the fumes stink the workshop out, so I want that vented outside. Thank you. It took me a long while to cut them all, but thank you. Yeah, that's got to be sorted and then cleared up and cleared through. And I know I say I've got 2 weeks, but it's not a lot of work to do. But I would love to come back up to HQ, Glyn, and I will take up on your offer in a very short period of time, if you don't mind. Thank you very much. Blanks. I'll just show you a couple of blanks that I've made, or in the process of making. I've been having to go a little bit of segmented work. So I made this one a few nights ago with, I bought some mahogany boards. Anytime, Steve. Thank you very much, Glenn. And give Joe my best as well. So I made this a few nights ago, mahogany and oak checkerboard. I don't know if you've seen my tinsel bowl I did last Christmas. I've done an oak and mahogany checkerboard for that, and I really liked the way it looked out. So what I did is I had these strips. Yeah, it does look a bit woven. Yeah, you're right. So I joined these strips together, glued them all together, and then I cross cut them and then glued them all together again and give me the checkerboard face. So I'm going to be doing that between Christmas and New Year. That's now been dry 2 nights, 2 days, 3 days. So I'm going to give it a week to dry properly and cure. That's why it's in here, to dry a little bit quick in the warm to cure properly. So I'm going to do that in between the Christmas and New Year. And I'll just grab the one what's in the workshop or the garage and I'll be back. So what I've got, only 8 rings segmented, but I'm going to cut this in half. This is 80mm wide, excuse me, this is 80mm wide. I'm going to cut this in half, so I've got 2 rings out of it. So I've done a mahogany one, well 2 mahogany ones, slightly one bigger than the other. And then I did an oak one. This is only 30mm wide though, 30mm. So I've done 2 of those, and they're eventually going to give me a bowl. And then I've also, in the process of doing this one, I went a little bit mad with the angles. I made the square for a centerpiece for a bowl, and then I was just going to diagonal it across inside, but I decided to do like a, I don't know what you call it really. I don't know what you call it. I don't know what the pattern is or whatever, but I just decided to do that. So again, that's 80mm thick. So I'm going to try and cut that in half on the bands, not on the bands, on the table saw. If the table saw will go far enough through. So I'll get 2, and then I'm going to, I don't know whether to do oak around the outside or carry it on with mahogany, but I'm hoping that when this is all turned and cleaned up, because the way it shimmers in the light, it's hopefully with the different, well you see it there, the shimmering's all on the different grains. So I'm hoping that's going to look pretty cool. So I've been working on those the last few weeks, overnights, and I have done a video of making this, so I may get that out, depends on how the video turns out. The trouble is when I'm video and I get distracted and forget to turn the video on because I'm concentrating. It's just stupid. So anyway, whether there'll be a video of that, I don't know, but there will be a video of the finished product. So like I say, I'm going to cut that in half, and then maybe I may do one with just an oak surround, and then do one with mahogany, full mahogany, and then one with mahogany centre and oak outer edge, which will look pretty cool. Or I could do a checker plate on the outside and do a checker plate on the, I don't know, but that's the plan anyway. So they're in the pipeline, and other than that, the blanks of what I've bought, I bought a bulk load of cheap timber earlier in the year, and I've spent, I don't know, the last month sorting through it, cutting it all down into blanks, ready for just products really. These were a board. These were some wide boards. Obviously they're not very even, so they're going to have to be turned down on the lathe, but I mean, that's an 8-inch blank. That's an 8-inch blank, and what I paid for the timber, they work out fairly well and fairly cheap. There's a few more blanks in there that I've made, multi-species, a nice 12-inch platter one, again oak and mahogany. I've got loads of oak and mahogany, what I have left over from work, so rather than throw, I'd rather use it on projects. So yeah, I've got a few decent blanks, and then I've got a cabinet full here of all different species as well, so we have plenty to go. And we've just got it's a couple more little bits that I've made here, just nice little, and another small checker plate one that I did with some offcuts. So I don't like throwing wood away, I hate it, I really do hate it. And the trouble is, when I'm at work, if I've got any offcuts, I'll bring them home, and now I've got a rack full of offcuts, which, to be honest, is supplying my hobby, so I'm happy with that. I don't mean I've got to keep buying wood. So anyway guys, if there's no questions, let's just check the chat. Yes, so that's most probably my last. I might do a live Monday with a small project. I want to do a little colouring project, so I might do a live Monday afternoon, maybe about the same sort of time, about 3 o'clock. Don't tell the boss. Okay. You're right there, Glenn. Yeah, don't tell the boss. I'm hoping the boss has been good to me over Christmas. I did put a few things I would like to go with my lathe for Christmas. You never know, the boss might treat me nice. Yeah, so I may do a live Monday afternoon, because like I say, I just want to do a few more lives. Cheers, Doug. Thanks for coming in, and maybe see you on the next one. So anyway, guys, yeah, there might be a live Monday about the same sort of time, 3 o'clock. If you're available, pop over and join the chat. It's going to be near Christmas, so that's a little bit of festive fun. And I hope you've enjoyed watching me. And Merry Christmas, Danny. And thanks very much for the suggestions for the wood. I think everybody has said it may be beech. Was it beech? Let's just go through the chat. Can't remember now what people said. Yeah, beech. I think people said it might be beech. If you guys do realise what it is, let me know. Message me. And other than that, guys, have a great Christmas if I don't see you before. But hopefully, I'll catch you on the next chat or the next live. So maybe Monday, like I say. So have a great day. Speak to you soon. And bye for now. Thanks for coming. Bye for now.